Hi, my name is Beck and I like plants. And it's been a few days, hasn't it been? To be honest, I didn't have a lot to update on you guys in the game in terms of where I'm at. I do have just a couple of things that I'd love to share with you. So I'm not going to dilly-daddle and we're just going to pop on in and talk about some Star Trek Fleet Command. Okay, in terms of where we are at, right now we're in between arcs, and I really wanted to take this week to sort of catch up on some of the things that I overspent on during the Battle Pass season. So what I have been doing is rebuilding all of my stuff during the in-between section, and then going in and basically spending everything during the Battle Pass, getting as many rewards as I can, and then sort of repeating that process. Not sure if that's a smart one or not, but it's been working for me. This week I've been really wanting to catch back up on some of the areas that I let fall to the wayside, but I haven't been doing a fantastic job at it. But that's okay, that's just kind of how it goes. Those things right now are replenishing up my resources and materials mainly, because some of the events had to do a lot with spending materials, tearing up ships or whatever, you know, a bunch of different things. And so I was using resources like crazy, and then I am going back in and replenishing. So a lot of my focus this week has been on mining, as well as doing a lot of grinding so that way I can get more ship parts, so that way I can upgrade my ships and such and such and such. In terms of ships, I did kind of touch on this a little bit last time, but you can see here, I did get my Legionary, and I do have my Mayflower. Now, what's been really cool about these, which I had a lot of people be very split on this decision of me getting the 26 faction ships, at the end of the day, they are helping hold me over until I can grow, and that's really all that matters to me, is to be able to still keep up, and these have been allowing me to do so. So what's been great about the Legionary is it's allowing me to keep up with my dailies, and then the Mayflower has actually been helping me with some of my swarms, which has been really helpful. The other ship that I've mainly been using a lot lately is my Vidar. I take that out and I go and hunt some Borgs pretty often. I actually really like doing Borgs because since the ships move a little bit faster, I feel like I'm accomplishing more and I'm losing less hull health, so it's just all around makes me feel good. So I've been using that a lot. I've been bringing out the Devora a lot and mining some Platinum so I can rebuild up that stash. I have a ship out right now mining some crystal, and I'll be alternating and getting more ore and gas tomorrow. I let a lot of those stashes go down during the Battle Pass, and so now I'm just kind of rebuilding those up. Honestly, my main goal right now is to sort of not necessarily completely replace my North Star, but I know that I'm about at cap with the North Star in terms of how far I can take it. And so the reason I've been really focusing on mining and upgrading my ships is simply just because I kind of want to replace the North Star. I'm not going to be upgrading my Legionary or my Mayflower very high, just because I don't want to waste those materials, but they are going to carry me over for a little bit, so I'm going to try to nicely love on them in my own way. Get to spots where I'm not as dependent on the North Star. That thing has carried me for a couple months now, and I've really enjoyed it. Another updated thing, I'm letting this play out and take its time. I'm not using any speed ups, but I did hit that button to go up to 28. Really, I want to open up another dock. And a lot of people said, well, if you're going to 28, just go to 29. So we're kind of going there, and then I'm planning on staying there for a while. I did stay here at 27 for a while. I say a while. It's been, I don't know, about a month, maybe a little less than a month. But really at 27, I wasn't planning on camping. I just wanted to sit at 27, marinate at it, and get things caught up. And so I've been taking this week to kind of do that. I'm letting this sort of be my timeline for all of the things that I want to catch up on, so that mining, upgrading my ships. I've been really good about my research. I've been trying to be a little bit better about my away teams. I'm still behind on doing armadas. I've been doing a couple here and there, but not enough to really upgrade my control center. In terms of gameplay and everything like that, I'm just kind of cruising right now. I don't have any like big things going on. I know that a lot of that's going to open up after, but I've just been trying to keep up with everything in terms of my research and my buildings. I'm excited about being able to open up my next dry dock because I'll be real, alternating 3 ships kind of sucks sometimes, because if I have one mining and I have one doing swarms and one doing my hostiles, I really want to get another one out mining, or I really want to have another one available for armadas or whatever. I've just kind of been taking this time to marinate a little bit, catch up, and just sort of breathe. I'm just taking my time here. I say taking my time. I know it looks fast for a lot of people. I do anticipate staying at 29 though for at least a few months. That's kind of a thing for me. It's an expectation for myself. I really want to be able to have the ability to build more ships, unlock more things, and so I know that if I take my time there and get everything all caught up again, I will feel good about it again. Moving 27 to 28, I wasn't sure about hitting the button, I'll be real, but part of me was like, well, if I hit the button and I do it before the arc starts, then I can still keep up with my dailies right now, and so that was a big factor for me. That was kind of the motivational factor for me, is if I can still keep up right now, then I think it's okay for me to hit the button. I can watch Rev's camping video 30 times over, so that way I make sure I'm doing well. But yeah, I'm getting a really good feel for a lot about this game. For someone that is going through her first playthrough, and I'm not basing it off of like a prior play at all, and I'm just kind of going by whatever the game says, I'm feeling pretty good. I've been keeping up with missions. Honestly, another thing that's on my list right now is to unlock the rogue store. I needed to do the missions to be able to do that. But I'm feeling pretty good about that, feeling good about remembering to kind of alternate what I'm doing. I think that's the frustrating thing for me, is that I do have to pick and choose whenever I'm doing things. I can't just do all the things at once, and I really want to be as efficient as possible. And so that's kind of part of it, is I do want to open up another dock so I can feel like I can have at least one more thing that I can do, because I do have to pick and choose right now. But really, I don't have a ton in terms of gameplay to talk about. Those are the main things for me. I do have one thing of big news that I did not get to show you guys in the last video because it hadn't happened yet. Look who I finally got. And you know who the first person I told was? I told DJ. It was the first person I told, but we finally got Moreau, one slow shard at a time, but we have her, and I love her, and we're going to be best friends forever. That's basically how it's going to work now. We're doing things slowly, but we're doing things, but I think that's kind of the nature of the game for just someone like me. It's in some areas it's going to be slower, and then in other areas it's not. A couple of things that I wanted to tell you guys about before I sign off of this video that might be interesting for you. First thing is a couple weeks from Sunday, I'm going back to Florida to go and see my grandparents. A lot of you guys have kind of been asking me about if that's going to happen and whatnot, and I just wanted to let you guys know that because of the generosity happening on my channel, I am able to go and visit my grandparents, which will probably be my my last trip out there before they pass on. The fact that I get to do that because of the generosity of those who give on this channel, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You have no idea. The other thing that I wanted to kind of let you guys know, if you made it this far, if you did, great. But the other thing is I'm actually working on being able to visit Scopely and make a video of my time there. And so if there are things that you guys are curious about, I can't like make any changes obviously like to the game itself, but like if you guys are curious about seeing silly things or whatever, just let me know and I'll see if I can make something happen. Obviously I do have to have my video approved by Scopely before I post it, but that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. I can edit stuff and make it all pretty still no matter what. So that's a thing that's going to be hopefully coming soon. I've been talking with Echo about a possible visit date and getting that knocked out. But I really wanted to share that with you guys because I felt like, hey, you might actually be interested in that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this was a little bit different of a video. I didn't have a lot going on in terms of things to share. I didn't have big projects. I didn't have like really big news besides the fact that I have Moreau finally. And maybe like technically I got 4 new ships in the last, 6 weeks. But besides that, I didn't really have much. And so I know that it was a little bit of a different kind of video, but either way, I still wanted to get something out there. I really felt like I didn't have stuff to tell you, but then I realized it's probably good to just share even like the little bit, because those who have been kind of following the journey have reminded me it's important to just document this stuff. So I'm very excited to at least get something out there. As always, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, letting me know down in the comments below if there's something that you noticed that I have missed, please let me know. The last video, like I said, was super helpful. Reading through all of your guys' comments, there were definitely things that I learned in that process and I was very grateful for. I'm always reading those comments and looking for things to improve. And thank you guys for always being so nice about it too. Everybody plays differently, and the fact that you guys have been respecting my playstyle is super great and kind for me. I just really want to enjoy the game and have fun with it and not make it like a really big thing in terms of, I don't want to stress about it. I want it to be fun. I want to look forward to playing, and so far it's been that way, and I want to keep it that way. A lot of that is because you guys have been so great during all of it, and I'm grateful for that. It's been fun. I'm sure on the next video I'll actually have a lot more to talk about because of the next arc, as well as going up to Ops 28 and possibly pushing beyond that to camp at 29. I'm sure I'll have a lot of stuff to talk about, but for now, I'm going to leave it at this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.